One Radio Network. NFL Network insider Ian Rappaport reports the Raiders have granted the Saints permission to host Derek Carr on a visit. Carr has a no-trade clause in his current contract, and no trade will be imminent without Carr first vetting a potential new destination. Aaron Rodgers says that prior to determining his path for the 2023 NFL season, he'll be going on a darkness retreat that includes 4 nights of complete darkness. Rodgers saying everything, including retiring, playing for the Packers, or playing elsewhere, remains on the table. And on Tuesday, Colts owner Jim Irsay wrote on Twitter that the Colts remain days away from selecting their next head coach. Irsay saying, quote, "We said as an organization, the coaching search would be open-minded and a thorough process, and the final decision would be strictly based on what is best for our franchise's success and best for our fans of Colts Nation. Final decision coming in days, not hours." This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
Everyone knows time is money, so don't wait weeks for the IRS to send out your tax refund. Go to Jackson Hewitt instead for up to $3,500 with a no-interest, no-fee tax refund advance loan. With up to $3,500, you could bring home the bacon and bring it home today. Money now instead of later? That's worth its weight in gold. Don't wait weeks for your refund. Go to Jackson Hewitt today. For eligible clients, loans by Republic Bank and Trust Company, details at jacksonhewitt.com.
All investments involve risk, including losses. Past performance does not guarantee future results. Has the stock market slumps and instability this year got you concerned? Would you like a way that could protect your retirement when the markets are down? Gold Alliance would like to give you 2 free reports, the Inflation Survival Plan and the Stock Market Correction Plan. Both reveal how to protect your savings in uncertain times. It's absolutely free. Don't wait. Call 800-200-2079. 800-200-2079. 800-200-2079.
We are the Imperial Valley's AM 1230 KXOL Centro, California. It's what day is this, Gene?
Well, some people call it Hump Day.
Okay, Wednesday.
Really?
Yeah. Well, if you pronounce it the way it is spelled, Wednesday. Okay, WEDNESDAY.
If we pronounce a lot of English words the way they're spelled, nobody would understand us.
Well, my understanding is English is one of the most difficult languages to learn.
Right. Yeah.
And I think one of the roots is a good part of the English language is derived from German, but there's also Latin and a good
French.
number of other languages that have been assimilated.
Yes.
It's amazing how much English is derived from the German.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Coming up, we'll celebrate some birthdays for you. What else will we do? Oh, I don't know if you noticed, but during the State of the Union address, President Joe Biden, he was so happy. He was hugging a big overstuffed teddy bear. Yeah, he won that bear for shooting down a balloon.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, more freezing weather in the upper U.S. Yeah, very cold. And we're just kind of enjoying what would be our typical weather in the valley, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Campo today, I mean, they 20, what is it, forecasted for 27 today.
Yeah, okay.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, well, and the Super Bowl is coming up this weekend. Do you have a favorite?
One of the 2 teams.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
How about you?
Well, it's like the Bell game. I really don't have I just want a good game. Okay?
Well, and lately there's been some good games.
Yes, there have. Oh, well. Anyway, that will be on AM 1230 starting at 11 o'clock Sunday morning. Not the game, but all the pregame stuff.
Yeah, the game itself starts at, 10:30 at night?
3, yeah, something like that. Okay, we've got a visit with the mayor of Brawley coming up, so let's jump in with birthdays. Composer, conductor John Williams, 91. News anchor Ted Koppel, 83. Nick Nolte, 82. He looks about 174. Comedian Robert Klein, 81. Actor, guitarist Creed Bratton with the Grassroots is 80. Actor Brooke Adams, 74. Actor Mary Steenburgen is 70. Actor John Grisham, author John Grisham, 68. Actor Henry Czerny is 64. Singer Vince Neil of Motley Crue, 62. Actor Missy Yeager, 55. Actor Susan Meisner, 52. Actor Seth Green is 49. Actor Joshua Morrow is 49. Actor William Jackson Harper is 43. Actor Jim Parrick, 42. Actor Cecily Strong is 39. And actor Carl Warren is 31. Local birthdays. We have happy birthday wishes going out today to Leila Beltran, Anthony Valenzuela, Eddie Chavez, Juan Zarate, Oliver Gomez, Ivana Estala, Clara West, Maria Saiz, Catherine Chavez, Mason Magne, Sylvia Castaneda, Kenneth Marsh, Eric Venegas, Patty Dunham, and my next door neighbor. Happy birthday, Pete. Peter Carrillos celebrates a birthday today. Okie dokie, are you ready for the news?
I'm ready for the news. We're going to get started a little early this morning.
Okay, it's World and California news headlines to begin with, and that is brought to you by your friends in the business, Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal.
CBS News Brief. President Biden is on his way to Wisconsin to press his economic message from last night's State of the Union address.
Thanks to what you've all done, we're exporting American products and creating American jobs. But we have more to do. But here at home, inflation is coming down.
Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky took his message to the UK today.
We know freedom will win.
He asked Parliament to send more fighter jets for the war with Russia. He also met with Prime Minister Rishi Sunak and with King Charles. The death toll from the earthquake in Turkey and Syria has topped 11,000 as rescuers rush to find more survivors. The BBC's Tom Bateman.
I spoke to people who were extremely angry about what they saw as just a lack of response. And that's something we've seen, or a sentiment we've seen in quite a few regions, because people have felt that there should have been not just more response, but also the preparedness.
CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer and get special pricing on cooling and heating tune-ups all year long. Call today to become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock VIPs receive discounted service and maintenance, discounted repairs, and priority service with prompt service. Lock Air Conditioning is your local York dealer, but they repair it all. So when the need arises, don't hesitate to call Lock Air Conditioning at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock, the only name in air conditioning for over 40 years. York, install with confidence. Contractor's license number 696216.
California headline news. In his State of the Union address, President Biden recognizes a special guest, Brandon Say, who disarmed the mass shooter who had his sights set on those inside an El Hamra dance studio after killing others at a dance hall in Monterey Park.
He thought he was going to die, but he thought about the people inside. In that instant, he found the courage to act and wrestled a semi-automatic pistol away from the gunman who had already killed 11 people in another dance studio.
Biden relating Say's heroics before making his case for Congress to support another ban on assault weapons. LeBron James scores 38 points and becomes the NBA's all-time leading scorer. The man he dethroned was there to pass the baton.
To be able to be in the presence of such a legend and great as Kareem, it means so much to me. It's very humbling. Please give a standing ovation to the captain, please.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar held the league scoring title for 4 decades. James over 38,000 points now in his 20-year career. Gas prices $4.62 a gallon statewide, up 6 cents from last week, 20 cents from last month. Jeff Scott, California News.
World in California news headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal. For repair, for replacement, call the experts. Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal.
It's not easy being the one everyone counts on to keep your operation running, no matter the weather or supply chain hiccup. But we get you, Raymond in Buffalo, Maria in Miami, and Jules in Troy, taking control of everything that's under your control. At Grainger, we're here for you with high-quality supplies for every industry, plus real-time product availability and access to experts ready to help. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
My dad has a cold, but also has high blood pressure. That's why I got him Vicks DayQuil High Blood Pressure for max strength daytime relief. Unlike some ordinary cold medicines, it's specially formulated for people like my dad. DayQuil High Blood Pressure is sugar-free, alcohol-free, and decongestant-free.
And it's page one of the local news. Page one is service of El Centro Motors, Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers with 3 locations to serve you. At El Centro Motors, in the Brawley Auto Center, and at the Imperial Valley Mall.
We have a visit with the mayor of Brawley, George Nava.
We did have, under public appearances and comments, we had some people come in, residents of Ciudad Plaza in Brawley. They did have some formal complaints they'd like to file with respect to some noise that they're seeing from a downtown establishment. They've been there previously, but we did commit to putting the noise ordinance on the agenda for our next discussion. So we need to make sure that we hear their concerns, and so they express them to us. We also had a group of people that came in from the Ridge Park area in Brawley. That's a small development on the north end of town, and that they had some concerns with respect to some of the park equipment in their location, and they wanted to ask for some assistance. And we've committed to going out there, taking a look, and seeing what we can do with respect to that. We also had the introduction of 3 new police officers that was presented by our chief of police, Mr. Jimmy Duran. And that, in addition to those 3 officers, we had an additional officer, which is Jack, a canine officer, and he recently helped in some traffic enforcement and some other things where they were able to get some drugs off the street. So it's just a good way of helping our community. We have experienced officers, and we also have the canine unit. So that's all great work for the city of Brawley. There was also a brief presentation and introduction by Nancy Murrieta, who is the Student Services Coordinator for the Farm Workers Institution of Education and Leadership Development field. So she came to introduce herself and her program to our council. In addition to those things, we had a fairly short regular business session. We did have a city manager report, but our regular business, there was one item of significance, and that was to approve the agreement to defer construction of the off-site improvements for the development of 899 Main Street in Brawley. 899 Main Street in Brawley is a property that has sat vacant for many, many years. It's been an eyesore. It was a former service station, and a gentleman wants to develop it and make it a convenience store. And so he was simply asking for just deferring some of the off-site improvements that are necessary, and just let him get in business, develop his business, and then make those improvements later. So we're happy to support that. He does have a history of improving areas in Brawley, so we're happy to support that, and we want to see 899 Main Street develop. So that, we've got a quarterly, second quarter budget report and an update from our finance director, Carlo Romero, and those are some of the things that are taking place within our city. Several reports out from city council, but a lot moving forward in the city of Brawley. Come visit us, spend some money here in Brawley. We look forward to seeing you, but that is our update for our February 7th meeting.
KXO News Time, 7:41.
Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers are here for you. Lube, oil, and filter change, alignments, brakes, batteries, tune-ups, and so much more. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. They service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment. And now, Quick Lane has 3 locations in the Valley. In the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 and Julia Drive, at El Centro Motors, and now at the Imperial Valley Mall. Quick Lane, ready to serve.
With more local news, here is a COVID-19 cases update.
The new numbers were released Thursday morning. COVID information is released by the County Public Health Department. According to the latest numbers, there are currently 128 active cases of COVID-19 in Imperial County. That's up from the 112 cases reported last Thursday. Fatalities attributed to the virus remain at 971. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
A traffic stop on Monday resulted in a concealed handgun being located. The vehicle was stopped at around 11 a.m. at Main and McCullum Streets in El Centro. A search of the vehicle led to the discovery of a 9mm handgun concealed in the vehicle. The driver, a 60-year-old man, was arrested and booked at Imperial County Jail on charges of carrying a concealed weapon. And finally, Assemblyman Alvarez introduces AB 91. George Gale explains.
The bill introduces a binational tuition exemption pilot program for local community colleges. Alvarez represents the 80th Assembly District that covers southern San Diego County. His bill would allow low-income students who reside within 45 miles from the California-Mexico border in Mexico to attend local community colleges and pay in-state tuition. AB 91 is supported by the San Diego and Imperial Valley Counties Community College Association, which includes Imperial Valley College. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
And that concludes this edition of Local News. Stay with us for page 2.
Page 1 of the local news, a service of El Centro Motors, Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers with 3 locations to serve you. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
What if the music stopped? If the familiar voices were silenced? If there were no breaking news updates? What if your companion and connection to your community came with a monthly fee? Don't worry, we're free local radio with you wherever you go, celebrating 100 years and looking forward to the next 100. We are broadcasters. Text radio to 52886 and let Congress know you depend on your local TV and radio stations. This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
And it's page 2 of the local news, brought to you by K Sushi Bar and Grill in Imperial. Great Japanese food. They specialize in sushi rolls. 50 different varieties of sushi rolls, one for every state.
Woman Haven, a center for family solutions, closed their thrift store, and you might think, oh, that's sad, but George Gale explains more.
It turns out they were moving to a new location. That new location is now open at 742 West Main Street in El Centro. New location almost doubles their capacity at 4,000 square feet with a much wider area than the previous location. They now have plenty of room to sell clothes, shoes, kitchenware, room decorations, beauty products, toys, and electronics. They say the expanded floor space allows them to receive more donations, arrange them on a display floor, and sell them at affordable prices. The new thrift store is open Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. to 6 p.m., Saturdays from 9 a.m. until 5 p.m. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
CHP Superior Effort Act award ceremony. It has been, or had been scheduled for this week, for Thursday actually, but it's been postponed. The California Highway Patrol Commissioner would like to be present to recognize the award recipients. The Commissioner could not make it this Thursday, so a new date will be determined. Officer Arturo Platero Jr., the Public Affairs Officer for the California Highway Patrol in El Centro area, says as soon as the new date is set, he will announce it to the media. Well, Caltrans has an advisory for those going to Yuma today. Here's more on that story.
Specifically, this morning, the Interstate 8 4th Avenue off-ramp will be closed. It is the last exit before entering Yuma. From 8:30 a.m. until 1 p.m., the off-ramp will be closed for bridge inspection. Caltrans suggests a detour. They say motorists can exit Interstate 8 at Winter Haven Drive and then turn left to 4th Avenue. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
We'll be back with a look at the weather.
Kxo Sushi Bar and Grill, serving you fresh and delicious Japanese food. Also giving you great customer service and a menu full of items for everyone's appetite. Check out their unique Estates Sushi Rolls, one for each of our 50 states. And come join them with their famous Sake Bomb, a thrilling event with James Chingon. Make a group reservation at their cozy patio or cater at Kxo Sushi Bar and Grill, 416 South J Street in Imperial. Or call in your order at 760-355-4440. Visit them at KSushiBarandGrill.com.
Here's Carroll Buckley with the weather update.
The National Weather Service says expect light winds and near normal high temperatures today, with readings in the upper 60s to low 70s. Expect a warming trend Thursday and Friday, along with highs well into the 70s. There will also be breezy to windy conditions and very dry air. Anticipate slightly warmer conditions on Saturday. A low-pressure system tracks through the region on Sunday and Monday, leading to a cooling trend. Moisture with this system will be quite limited. Breeziness returns Tuesday afternoon. 70 our high yesterday, 39 the overnight low. Sunny today with a high near 73. West wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming south. Clear tonight with a low around 45. West wind about 5 miles an hour. Those winds turning out of the southeast after midnight. Sunny on Thursday with a high near 77. West winds 5 to 15 miles an hour, gusting up to 25 miles an hour. Those winds will then shift out of the north. We have 45 degrees downtown, 49% our relative humidity. Wind out of the west, 5 to 7 miles an hour. Local news, page 2, presented by Kxo Sushi Bar and Grill in Imperial. Check out the daily lunch specials and the dinner menu featuring 16 different entrees. Kxo Sushi Bar and Grill, just off Highway 86 in Imperial. We are counting down to Valentine's Day. And as we get closer, I want to remind you again about the Peanut Patch in Yuma. Donna and Pat George, owners of the Peanut Patch, are there for you. Okay, the perfect place for your Valentine's. The Peanut Patch carries homemade chocolates. They make fresh English toffee, pecan turtles, yogurt-covered peanuts, raisins, almonds, so many great chocolate items waiting for you at the Peanut Patch in Yuma. Google the Peanut Patch. They're online at thepeanutpatch.com. You'll get directions and enjoy what you see and enjoy at the Peanut Patch, the perfect place for a Valentine's Day gift. The Peanut Patch in Yuma. It's sports time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best care. Well, LeBron passed Kareem Abdul-Jabbar for the NBA scoring record. James buried a 14-foot fadeaway jumper and, put him on top of the NBA's all-time scoring list. On hand, Kareem to congratulate the new king. Elsewhere in the NBA, oh, by the way, the Lakers lost. Okay, I'm sorry. Thunder topped the Lakers 133-130. Meanwhile, the Knicks over the Magic 102-98. Suns beat the Nets 116-112. Pelicans over the Hawks 116-107. Grizzlies 104. Bulls 89. And the Nuggets, they just blew up the Timberwolves 146-112. Elsewhere, after his first practice with the Dallas Mavericks, he showed up for practice. Amazing. All-star guard Kyrie Irving said he felt really wanted by his new team. A stark contrast to feeling very disrespected at times during his turbulent 3.5-season tenure with the Brooklyn Nets. Meanwhile, in the aftermath of the Kyrie Irving trade, Brooklyn Nets Kevin Durant has been engaged in conversations with owner Joe Tsai and general manager Sean Marks on the direction of the franchise and its ability to be a championship contender. KXO Sports Time 7:52.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Brawley, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all of Pioneer's services, visit pmhd.org today.
Well, let's talk football. Raiders quarterback Derek Carr has been granted permission to visit the New Orleans Saints. The visit will take place today at the Saints facility in Louisiana. It would be Carr's first known visit ahead of the Raiders' February 15th trigger date on his contract, by which $40.4 million of his salary becomes guaranteed. The situation requires either the Raiders or the new team to absorb those guarantees, meaning the Raiders would likely choose to release him if no trade partner emerges by that point. Meanwhile, Amanda Kamakona, a former star softball player at UCLA, has been hired as a minor league hitting instructor for the Cleveland Guardians, the first female on-field coach in that team's history. Oh, that was baseball. This is, again, football. Yeah. Aaron Rodgers says the darkness will help him see the light about his future. Green Bay quarterback Aaron Rodgers said he will embark on a 4-day, 4-night darkness retreat soon after the Super Bowl. Rodgers said he has not decided if he will play in 2023. Super Bowl Sunday. Our coverage starts at 11 a.m. The Eagles and the Chiefs kickoff scheduled somewhere around 3:30 in the afternoon, but lots of things to talk about before we get to that point. Super Bowl Sunday on AM 1230 KXO. That's it for Sports Time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers.
This is Sarah Griffin with the Imperial Valley Food Bank. Food has the power to fuel communities, especially for those struggling to find their next meal. As the main distribution center of donated food in Imperial County, we store, rescue, and purchase food in bulk to serve 25,000 people each month at over 30 locations. Join the fight against hunger and food insecurity in the Imperial Valley by donating online today at www.ivfoodbank.org.
Financial news and a brief look at the weather, brought to you by Southwest Security, a locally owned company protecting you and your property. Southwest Security also offering live scan fingerprinting to the public. Zoom will lay off 1,300 employees. The CEO says he's going to take a massive pay cut. Yeah, Zoom will lay off about 15% of their staff, the latest tech company to announce job cuts. In a memo to employees, Zoom CEO Eric Yuan said the layoffs would impact every part of the organization. Yuan also said he and other executives would take a significant pay cut after acknowledging he made mistakes in how quickly the company grew during the pandemic. Yuan said to his end, he's reducing his salary for the coming fiscal year by 98% and foregoing his fiscal year 23 corporate bonuses. Poor guy. Maybe we ought to set up a GoFundMe account. We'll meet on Zoom and discuss that. Uber reported strong revenue growth in the final 3 months of last year, defying a slowdown that has plummeted much of the rest of the tech sector. The ride-hailing giant reported revenue of $8.6 billion for the quarter, beating Wall Street's estimates. Its growth was fueled by a surge in ridership. The company said trips during the quarter hit 2.1 billion, an all-time quarterly high, and representing approximately 23 million trips per day. In a statement with the results, CEO of Uber called it the company's strongest quarter ever. Let's take a look at Wall Street. Well, it looks red. Barely. Okay, the Dow off 77 points at 34,079. The S&P 500 down 26 points at 4138. The Nasdaq is holding at 11,992. That's off 121 points. Gold down 40 cents an ounce. Oil up 15 cents a barrel. The Wall Street still trying to digest what was said in the State of the Union and see how the Fed may react.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. I've been providing private security locally for more than 20 years and have owned Southwest Security for more than 6.5 years. I'm proud to announce that we have over 250 employees working here in Imperial and Coachella Valley. Last year, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. P.O. Box service to you. Also located at Southwest Security at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro. If you're in the need for security services, please call us at Southwest Security at 760-970-4500. That's 970-4500.
We will have sunny skies today with a high near 73. West wind about 5 miles an hour, then becoming south. Clear tonight with a low around 45. West wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming southeast after midnight. Thursday, sunny with a high near 77. West wind 5 to 15 miles an hour, becoming north in the morning. Look for gusts as high as 25 miles an hour. 47 degrees downtown, 47% relative humidity. Wind out of the west 5 to 7 miles an hour. Financial news and a brief look at the weather brought to you by Southwest Security Services, offering 24-hour-a-day post office boxes at Southwest Postal, 4th and Heil in El Centro.
At Burgers and Beer, our customers are like family. Let's hear what a few of them have to say about us.
They have great weekday specials.
I like the friendly environment, the friendly staff, the cold beer, and the best wings in town.
Burgers and Beer, what I like about Burgers and Beer, the menu, everything on the menu is great. I'm working my way through the menu. My favorite thing right now is the grilled tuna chipotle sandwich. That's what I had yesterday, and it was delicious.
So come and see us and find out for yourself at Burgers and Beer.
CBS News just ahead. By the way, what we've just been doing since 7:30, it's available on our YouTube channel. Check it out.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro, the Imperial Valley's local news source.
This is CBS News on the Hour.
I'm Steve Kaith, and President Biden heads to battleground Wisconsin today to push the themes he brought up in last night's State of the Union.
Thanks to what you've all done, we're exporting American products and creating American jobs.
And this morning, Vice President Kamala Harris told CBS News the administration's work on the economy is in high gear.
Bringing manufacturing back to America, strengthening America's workforce, creating jobs, many of which don't require a college education, but they do require training, such as what IBEW and our apprenticeship programs through our labor unions provide. That's the kind of work we're doing, and I think the president has been very focused.
South Dakota Republican Senator John Thune told CBS Mornings he saw the speech as highly political.
People could characterize it as a soft launch for his re-election campaign. There was a lot of red meat that he threw out there, and the reaction in the chamber was probably pretty predictable. Democrats were very boisterous in their support, and Republicans, of course, not so much.
Ukraine's President Zelensky took his campaign for support and military hardware to Britain. Speaking to Parliament, he vowed Ukraine will win the nearly year-long war with Russia.
After we win together, any aggressor, it doesn't matter, big or small, will know what awaits him if he attacks international order.
The time is running out for people trapped in the earthquake rubble in Turkey and Syria. CBS's Chris Livesay spoke to relatives of those missing or trapped in one town.
They haven't gotten any sleep. They're hoping, praying someone they love is still alive. And today could not be more crucial. The first 3 days after an earthquake are when the probabilities of finding survivors are the highest. And today is day 3.
The death toll now tops 11,000. There's word of Twitter restrictions in Turkey. Many tweets have been critical of the government's quake response. The former deputy counsel for Twitter, James Baker, is among those before the House Oversight Committee today, which is investigating social media and the stories about Hunter Biden's laptop.
I did not act unlawfully or otherwise inappropriately in any manner with respect to Hunter Biden's laptop. Indeed, Documents that Twitter has disclosed publicly reflect that I urged caution with respect to the matter and noted that we needed more information to fully assess what was going on and to decide what to do.
It was nearly the end of the third quarter in last night's Lakers-Thunder game in L.A.
LeBron James, a shot at history. LeBron stands alone.
The call on TNT is LeBron James surpassed Kareem Abdul-Jabbar as the NBA's all-time scoring leader.
I just want to say I thank you so much because I wouldn't be me without y'all.
Jabbar was there to celebrate with the 38-year-old James, who still wants to play a couple more years. Wall Street right now, the Dow is down 100 points. This is CBS News.
Attention business owners. Stop throwing your hard-earned money away on rent. Imagine owning your own building and saving thousands every year. Sound impossible? Not if you use General Steel. General Steel can help you save thousands by owning your own custom-designed building. Just call 888-98-STEEL or visit buygeneralsteel.com to see how much money you can save with General Steel. Our buildings come with a 50-year warranty, and thousands of companies, from Fortune 500 corporations to startups, have trusted the General with their building needs.
If you need to expand or start a new business, you really need General Steel.
I'm very impressed with General Steel. Everyone's been extremely helpful. I'd recommend General Steel to anyone looking to build a steel building.
Stop wasting money on rent. Call 888-98-STEEL or visit buygeneralsteel.com to find out what General Steel can do for your home or business. That's 888-98-STEEL. Our team will answer your questions and offer you a customized quote. Just call 888-987-8335 now or buygeneralsteel.com.
From the screen to the Broadway stage for a popular story.
Producers say they have a team of Oscar and Tony Award winners lined up to adapt La La Land for the stage. The 2016 movie, starring Ryan Gosling and Emma Stone, tells the story of an aspiring actress and a jazz musician trying to hit it big in Los Angeles. It won 6 Academy Awards, including Best Actress for Stone and Best Director for Damien Chazelle. It was mistakenly announced as the winner for Best Picture before it was given to Moonlight. No word yet on when the Broadway version will debut. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
Several thousand workers at CSX will soon get one of the things that pushed the rail industry to the brink of a strike last year, paid sick time. It's a deal with 2 of 12 unions, allowing 4 days of paid sick leave. Personal days can be converted to some sick time. I'm Steve Kathan, CBS News.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio.
Present you with this year's Choice YouTuber Award,
Carroll Buckley.
Prepare to get rocked.
That was unbelievable. AM 1230 KXO. 1230 KXO.